Last year after the Parkland shooting, we organized and participated in a lot of walkouts in order to create more gun laws to protect our students. But since then, no new gun laws have been put into place.
Children as young as 5 are required to practice lockdown drills on school grounds, a place where they should feel safe. Even little kids who are too young to understand what is happening are affected by this indirectly.
The lack of gun control also affects kids directly, which is shown by the numerous school shootings in our community.
More people have been killed at schools this year than have been killed while serving in the military. In fact, nearly twice as many.
We wanted to make this film to continue to spread awareness about this issue, which is very prominent in our society today. We went to Aurora School to film little kids during a lockdown drill. Why do you think it's important to teach kids what to do during a lockdown drill?
So that in the event of a real emergency, they have some sense of what to do, how to be safe. And I think that the more you practice that, then when the real thing could happen, they have a better sense of what to do. In a perfect world, I wish we didn't have to do these things.
Lockdown, threat inside the building. Lockdown, threat inside the building.
Here at Aurora, we are gentle with how we explain to the kids what's going on. So we're careful and developmentally appropriate. And I think it depends on the student. I think some kids probably feel more anxious about it than others, and other kids don't feel anxious at all. But the teachers do a really great job of explaining to the students in a careful way, so as not to alarm them too much, why we're doing what we're doing. And ultimately, it's to keep everyone safe.
Sometimes there's people who are in the school who aren't really supposed to be there. Like, well, I remember one time we had to eat inside because there was someone who needed some help, so. I don't really get stressed or anything. I mean, it's good to practice. I mean, you know it's a drill, so. Yeah, I would feel scared, but I'd not try to go crazy. Yeah, I would be calm.
Have you ever had to actually go on lockdown for some reason?
No.
Do you think it's necessary to learn how to practice a lockdown?
Yes.
Have you heard anything on the news regarding dangerous situations at other schools?
Well, not particularly, but my uncle did work at a school and they had a lot of lockdowns. Because if there's someone in the building, we don't want them to know where you are. Because the stranger could hear us and try to track us down, so we have to stay silent. Because it could happen anytime.
We chose to focus on Emma Gonzalez, whose life has been greatly affected by the Parkland shooting.
A lot of people either don't know about or forget about the trauma of gun violence, and that it doesn't only resurface on the anniversary of the event. Every day I feel the same. Every day my friends feel the same. Every day it feels like the shooting is happening again, or happened yesterday, or will happen tomorrow. People affected by everyday gun violence have to walk by the street corner where their best friend, their brother, their mother, their nephew, where they themselves were shot, and they're expected, just like we are, to go to school, to totter along like a good little student, get good grades, and help take care of the family, and life goes on as if we all haven't just watched a loved one die and get put in the grave. That trauma, once inflicted, doesn't leave.
For the second time in a week, a Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School student has died of an apparent suicide. The Parkland community was already mourning the loss of Sydney Aiello. She lived through the school shooting but suffered from survivor's guilt and was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder.
It most certainly can be treated, but it doesn't go away on its own. For me and most of my friends, we fight our trauma by fighting against gun violence and the system that perpetrates it.
We need to get out there even more and make it so that innocent children don't have to live in fear.